Game number 3 of the NBA IHSAA Finals. It's the Franklin Grizzly Cubs taking on the Plainfield Quakers. The Grizzly Cubs, they were without Eli Jackson last game, and now you'll see here in a minute. Plainfield Franklin coming up. We welcome you to the Falcon Center, and it is a packed house tonight. And when we got in here, they started to play Thunderstruck. As we know for a fact, Nick Thunder Green and Eli Jackson are back in the lineup for Franklin. And that is huge for Franklin. If they can get going, if they can get rolling tonight, it may be all over for Plainfield. Franklin looking to clinch game number 3 to force a game 5 back in Avon. We are back. We are live from Perry Meridian. And we are underway, and Plainfield will get the ball first. Here's Noah Smith with it. Chalet with the defense. And for 3. And what a three-pointer that was. And Plainfield starts it off. Here is Logan Fairs. Back to Chalet. Jacob Chalet there. Back to Eli Jackson. Eli Jackson for 3. Eli Jackson for 3. And for 3, it's Colin Schmidt. Colin Schmidt for 3. Here's Nick Green back to Chase Wofford. Already 3 threes already. 2 by Plainfield and 1 by Franklin. Here's Wofford back to Nick Green. Nick Green for 2. And already the first 2 points, the first 2 buckets for Franklin have already gone by Jackson and Green. Here's Cam Young. He hasn't played in a while. Noah Smith for 3. Looks like that Plainfield, they have figured out that Thunder and Jackson have returned. So they are trying to do their best and shoot a lot of threes here. Here's Wofford. Chase Wofford there. Back to Chalet. Jacob Chalet back to Jackson. Eli Jackson for 2. And Jackson holding his shoulder just a bit. That's not good. Here's Zach Roden. Back to Schmidt. Look at the defense by Swofford. For 2, it's Schmidt. Here's Logan Fairs. Fairs with it. Logan Fairs with the ball here. Back to Chalet. Jacob Chalet looks. Back to Swofford. Swofford almost loses it. For 2, it's Chase Swofford. 11-9. Here's Grant Porath with the ball. Porath with it. Back to Smith. Noah Smith. And it's blocked by Jacob Chalet. What a block by Chalet, but Plainfield will get possession. From Perry Meridian, we have a great game. Dockery, Baker Lands, Irwin, and that other, who else was into the game? I can't tell, but Reipiger and Rockhill are into the game for Franklin. What a game we are seeing. Oh yeah, Ray Green is out there for Plainfield. Here's Dockery. Dockery for 2. It's a father-son battle here and Perry. Chalet with the ball. What will he do here? Chalet looks. He has it. Jacob Chalet. Back to Green. Nick Green for 3. It's a 1-point game. Dockery, full court shot, no good. It's a 1-point game in Perry Meridian. Franklin, Plainfield. What a game, and it's Thunder's return to Perry. I mean, it's Thunder's return in a Franklin uniform after getting injured for the season. He was out for a very long time. He was out the whole playoffs until now. Welcome back to Falcon Center. What a game we are seeing. Franklin keeping up with Plainfield. And Franklin could take Game 3 with Thunder's return. If they win the finals, Eli Jackson could win the finals MVP. Here's Jonathan Stevenson in the game with Chalet. Jacob Chalet is out there with Henry Reitfinger. Then it's Nathan Rockhill, Jonathan Stevenson, and Nick Thunder Green. Reitfinger for 3. And Franklin to the lead. What a game we are seeing. Here's Zach Roden with it. Roden with the ball. Roden with it. Back to Green. And it's stolen by Nick Green. Nick Green just stole it from his father. And what a dunk. Franklin is pulling away. It's a dunk by Nathan Rockhill. Oh, that is an awesome dunk. Timeout, John Hasselman. Plainfield calls a timeout. And Nick Green with an awesome lob to his brother. And his brother dunks it back in, and Rockhill is dancing around. What a game we are seeing. What a game indeed. And what a game. Looks like they may be putting in Eli Ellis here. Michael Hummel coming into the game as well. And what a game we are seeing in a return game for Jackson and Thunder. What a game we are seeing. It's a sold-out crowd from the Falcon Center. Something that Perry Meridian is not used to. I'm sorry, Perry. You're not used to a sold-out crowd. Hummel, back to Wiederholt. Wiederholt looking. Full court shot. What is Wiederholt doing? Stevenson with the grab. Back to Chalet. Chalet. And it's blocked by Porath. And the layup by Jonathan Stevenson is good. Here's Eli Ellis. Ellis looking for 3. No good. He airballs it. Blake Woodard calls a timeout. Franklin with the timeout. And what are they doing here? Nick Green still on the court. And here we go. And it looks like that they're going with Eli Jackson. Oh boy. Oh boy, indeed. Isaac Stead is into the game for Franklin. That will do it for the timeout. Eli Jackson, unstoppable. In his return, Eli Jackson cannot be stopped so far. Rockhill has it. Gives it back off to Stead. Back to Green. Back to Stead. Back to Fairs. Quick pass to Jackson. Eli Jackson for 3. And Eli Jackson is going off tonight. And in his return game, Jackson is back. 22-13. It's a Franklin lead. Schmidt for 3, and it almost rolled out. And here we go. Jackson back to Stead. Stead with it. Smith covering. And the lob to Jackson, no good. And here's a comeback by Plainfield. Noah Smith for 3. 22-19. The defense has been outstanding for Plainfield. And here we go. Here's Isaac Stead. Isaac Stead with the ball. He has it. Back to Green. Or is that Fairs? Down to Logan Fairs for 3. Logan Fairs for 3. It's 25-19. As the second quarter is coming to a close quickly here. Cameron Young for 3. The second quarter is coming to a quick close. And we are seeing a new look Franklin team. They were without Green in the first 2 games, without Jackson in the second game. Here's Logan Fairs with it. Fairs looking. He may shoot it again. No. Back to Green, and Thunder dunks it in. That's his first dunk back. Here's Noah Smith. It's a tale of the defenses. Here from Perry. Noah Smith for 3. 2-point game. Here's Isaac Stead. Full court shot, no good. And Franklin, 2-point game. They have the lead at halftime. Franklin, what a game. And Nick Green, outstanding in his return back. We welcome you back to halftime, to the halftime show. Franklin, 2-point game? Are you kidding me here? Man, what a game we are seeing indeed. The Grizzly Cubs have the lead. They have the lead by 2, but right now Plainfield has a 2-game series lead. For how long, though? That's the question. Who's going to win it here tonight? Will it be Plainfield? Will it be Franklin? Plainfield, they are looking to go up by 2. I mean, they are looking to win. I mean, they're looking to have the series up by 3 now. How about Nick Green with the top performer for Franklin? What a game we are seeing here tonight. And here we go. The second half is underway. 27-25. And Nick Green wastes no time for 2. And that is what they needed. Here's Noah Smith. Back to Colin Schmidt. Smith there. Dunks it in. Was it on Fairs that he dunked it on? I think it was. And it was also on Jacob Chalet. He dunks on Fairs and Chalet. Here's Logan Fairs with the ball. Fairs. He looks. Come out the Navy uniforms for Franklin. Back to Thunder. Back to Chalet. Chalet looks. Back to Jackson. Eli Jackson for 3. Eli Jackson for 3, and that is something that they have missed in the second game. And the crowd is going wild from Perry. Here's Grant Porath with it. The lob to Schmidt. Back to Roden. Zach Roden for three. Man, Zach Roden leading the NBA in three-point percentage. 55% for 3 points. Here's Jackson. Eli Jackson for two. Jackson for two. Smith, the scoring leader for both, but 100% scoring so far for Jackson. And it's a 2-point game after a dunk by Schmidt. What a lob by Young. Back to Colin Schmidt. 2-point game once again. Franklin trying to win it. Schley there. He has it. Schley with the ball. Back to Fairs. Logan Fairs for three. And it's good. Extends the lead by 5. Here's Noah Smith. Back to Schmidt. Colin Schmidt for three. And he drains it. What a game we are seeing. Michael Hummel there. Looking excited. Everybody looking excited here from Franklin. Schley. And the lob is taken away by Schmidt. And a three would take the lead back. Here's Young. Young there. Young back to Porath. Back to Young. We are tied. Cameron Young for two. And Plainfield looking to come back and win this thing. Here's Logan Fairs with the ball. Fairs back to Green. Green for two. 39-37. Schmidt, half-court shot. Almost drains it. It's 39-37. 2-point game. Quick. As the Grizzly Cubs have the lead. Franklin was down in the first quarter, but is coming back. Franklin has a chance to win it here in Perry Meridian. Welcome back to the Falcon Center, the home of the Perry Meridian Falcons. As we see Ray Green is out there, same as Zach Roden. Luke Docker is also out there with Noah Smith and Garrett Irwin. How about East, Weipinger, Swafford, Jackson, and Rockhill out there? We are tied. After a shot there by Plainfield, Jackson out there on the court. Back to Rockhill. Nathan Rockhill for three. Franklin seems like they have a lot of confidence with Thunder and Jackson back on the court. How about the target score? 74 points this time. Now over 80. Dockery for two. But it's still a Grizzly Cub lead. Here's a pass back to Reifinger. Henry Reifinger there for two. 3-point game. Henry Reifinger, 5 points tonight. Here's East. Covering Dockery. Dockery. Irwin there for two. What a shot there by Irwin. Chase Wofford. Back to Jackson. Eli Jackson for three. 47-43. Here's Dockery. East there. Oh, knocks the ball loose. Cool East tucks it in. And here comes the Grizzly Cubs. The Quakers, I don't know what is going on with them today. The Quakers are healthy. East. Oh, steals the ball again. Cool East tucks it in. Again. What a game from Perry Meridian. Dockery there. Here's East. Back to Roden. Dockery back to Roden. Here's Roden. The shot is almost blocked by Swaff. 51-45. East. Bounce pass, and it's stolen by Garrett Irwin. Jackson there. Noah Smith for 2, and Plainfield is coming back. No, that was Baker Lyons for 2. East. Back to Rockhill. Nathan Rockhill with the deep 3. Baker Lyons back to Dockery. Here's East. Oh, Dockery there. Garrett Irwin for 3. With a 3 there by Gare Bear. Garrett Irwin for 3. Jackson back to East. Back to Jackson. Jackson slow. Now rolls for 3. Almost drains it. Baker Lyons there. With the rebound. Here's Roden. Baker Lyons. Dockery for 3. It's a 1-point game. Swafford with it. Back to Rockhill. Nathan Rockhill. Airballs it. Swafford back to Dockery. Dockery there. Harper, Baker Lyons for 3. And Plainfield is back up front. And Plainfield is back rolling. Swafford back to Reipinger. Henry Reipinger, what a 3-point that was. Franklin back up front. Here's Dockery. East there. And again, covering Dockery. Dockery for 3. Dockery just a bit slow. Timeout, Blake Woodard. Woodard calls a timeout for Franklin. 2-point game. What a game we are seeing. What a game we are seeing here tonight. And it looks like that they are just putting in one player. Oh my goodness, and that is bad news for Plainfield. It's a 30-second timeout. Timeout, and Thunder is back on the court for Franklin. Here's Jackson, back to Chalet. Back to Swafford. Chalet, back to Green. Nick Green drains the 3. And I'll tell you what, Plainfield better be worried now with that 3 by Green. Here's Chalet. Schmidt out there. Swafford almost steals it. Schmidt dunks in. What a dunk by Colin Schmidt. Here's Chalet. Back to Jackson. Back to Chalet. Back to Green. Nick Green for 3. It's a 2-point game. And Franklin has the lead. Noah Smith is still out there. Here is Porath. It's a dunk. Schmidt does it again. Tie game. Swafford back to Thunder. Nick Thunder Green for 3. And Franklin, I don't think this is a home crowd doing it. This is just Green and Jackson doing it. Colin Schmidt, though, continues to go off. Green, back to Chalet. Back to Jackson. Eli Jackson for 3. He drains it. 69-66. Here's Noah Smith there. Chalet covering Smith. Smith dunks it in. But I would be worried if I were a Quaker fan. Green back to Chalet. Jacob Chalet, clutch 3. And what a game from Perry. Here's Noah Smith. Any points now for Franklin would win the game. It's a close one. And Perry Meridian Schmidt for three. A clutch three. It's a 1-point game. Even if Plainfield decides to foul. They won't, though. Rockhill back to Swafford. Man, Swafford there. Who's going to hit the game-winning shot? Here's Jacob Chalet. He's looking back to Jackson. Eli Jackson with the game winner. And Franklin will force game 5. With the comeback by Green and Jackson, Franklin takes over Plainfield and wins in Perry. It's 74-71 final score. Eli Jackson game winner. And that will do it. Plainfield and John Hesselman loses their first game of the finals. What a game back for Nick Green. It's time for the New Balance player of the game. It is none other than Eli Jackson. Eli Jackson went off for 3s and 2s. And the crowd went wild as Eli Jackson wins it for Franklin. That will do it for the game tonight. Thank you for watching. The Grizzly Cubs take game number 3.